Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to the shed. I haven't gotten out of my PJs today. I've been homesick all day, and because of that, I shuffled the calendar around a bit, and I want to talk to you about an Android game I've been playing recently. It came out last week on Android. It's been out for a while on iOS, I think. The game is called The Battle for Polytopia, or The Battle of Polytopia. There'll be a link in the description. Man, let me tell you. So normally when I do talks about games, I play them for quite a while before I comment. This one I don't need to. And the reason is I know this game. Kind of. There was, in my childhood, I didn't have internet. I mean, we had message boards that we could dial into. And then right around when I turned 10-ish was when some of the dial-up services like AOL and CompuServe and Prodigy became a thing. And so we had a very limited network that we could get stuff from. And so mobile gaming really reminds me of that time when I would download these little games and try all of them. I recorded some gameplay earlier, so I'm just going to set this to run while we talk. You can see what's going on here. So this game reminds me of those days when I would download games and play them. And in particular, one game that was called Warlords, which came out like in the late 80s. It was a DOS-based game. And it was one of my favorites. One, because it was small. Like, I think it was like a half a megabyte or something like that. It could fit on a single floppy. And so it was always, I could just pull it out, put it in and play no matter what computer I had. I didn't have to install, anything crazy. So this game reminds me a lot of that. The Warlords game was a 2D kind of, it was slightly isometric, but the map was flat. Anyway, it was not isometric, it was flat. The sprites were kind of laid down, so it was a 2D representation of this style. And I think there was 6 or 8 races. There was like the Horse Lords and the Elves and Dwarves. They all had names. And you essentially would travel around this map trying to eradicate people. So this game has that gameplay mode. It's if you saw in the beginning there, I think it's called the Domination, and then there's also the Perfection, or the Perfect game, or Perfection, or something like that, which is what I'm playing here. This is just 30 turns. See if you can score the highest. All right. So essentially, it's a real-time strategy. No, not a real-time. It's a turn-based strategy game. So you start off with one capital. It's your capital in one unit. You move out and you try to take over villages, turn them into cities, and then build a network so that you can gain more resources, build more units, move units, attack, blah, 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 blah. Some of the elements that really remind me of Warlords is the ruins, which you just saw me take there. Ruins are like little places you can go, and you send a dude there for a turn, and then you get something. And it could be you learn a new technology, it could be you earn new units, it could be an explorer kind of unveils some of the hidden map. Warlords did not have the hidden map. This game does. This game also has a tech tree. I don't remember Warlords having any kind of tech tree, but maybe I'm completely wrong. I think it was just whatever you could afford, you could buy. This has a Civ-like tech tree, but it's a very small. If you saw it there, it was like, there's only, maybe 20 different things you can do and off of like 6 or 7 spokes. So, you can build up units that have swords. You can build up units that have mounts. You can be spiritual and build temples and all sorts of things that give you points. And here the idea is to get population points to upgrade your cities. If you see, each city has a little gray bar with some spots in it. 1 population point fills 1 spot on that bar. So if you can get, you know, in this city I'm looking at, if you can get 3 population points, then you'll upgrade the city, and when you upgrade a city you get bonuses, and when you complete tasks, when you unlock these, like there I just unlocked forestry, that doesn't give me anything, but sometimes when you unlock a new tech, it gives you a new goal, like connect 5 cities or something like that. And once you achieve that goal, then you'll get some bonuses, like usually it's a temple or a monument or something that you can build that gives a city, nearby city, huge bonuses. You can also get ships and sail, and let me tell you what, this game is amazing. It is free, like free to play. If you download it, you get 4 of the available factions or tribes, it's called, that you see in the beginning. You can unlock additional tribes for like 99 cents each. There's one of them that's expensive, and I don't know why it's expensive. I haven't unlocked it yet. Its ability seems slightly more powerful than the others, and so that's why I haven't unlocked it, just simply because I would rather keep the balance. One of these has an ability that's slightly less powerful. They all have their own unique ability, and they all have their own unique terrain. There you can see I started in the desert. I've just discovered this kind of blackish area, as well as the greenish area where the I don't know, they're called I forget what they're called. They're basically Robin Hoods. And yeah, it's amazing. It's actually really good. One fun thing about this game is the map is small. In Warlords, the map was very small. This game, the map is 256 squares, so I don't know what that is. I don't do math. And that's fixed, no matter how many armies you have on the map. So I think I'm playing with 4 armies here, me plus 3. You can play up to like 8 armies. And if you do that, you're basically going to be back to back with armies on either side of you. And so from the very start of the game, you're going to have to be aggressive. And so it completely changes how you play it based on the tribe that you take, and the number of opponents you're fighting against. And also there are easy, normal, hard, and crazy difficulty levels if you really want to get into that. I think it's an amazing game. It is made by one guy, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to show this to you. If you enjoy board games at all, you will love this game. It is highly strategic, resource management, sort of, I don't want to say war game, but it's kind of a war game. And if you enjoy mobile games that are free to play, like literally free, not free to play where you have to earn energy or any of that crap, you just put it on your phone and play, and requires no Wi-Fi. You can just play it wherever. The developer has said he's going to introduce multiplayer. It's not in game yet, but yeah, if you play a perfection game like this, I'm on turn 12. We've been going for 9 minutes here, and so, you know, 20 minutes you can play a 30 match or a 30 turn game. I played a game last night on domination mode against 4 opponents, and I had a really bad start, which pigeonholed me in this little like archipelago of islands, and there was a couple of choke points getting to me, which is the only reason I saved this game. But it took me about 2.5 hours to finally win the game. The other tribe had taken over the rest of the tribes, was just way bigger than me. But the fact that the AI didn't favor his boats, because he only had a couple, and he was constantly coming at these 2 choke points, I was able to build up, you know, I would basically get a free navy every couple of turns between replenishing all the stuff he was killing and bring it in, and it took a while. But I finally beat him, and that was insanely satisfying. It was super satisfying, especially after the day that I had yesterday. So, thank you all for being here, as always. I hope that you try this game out and enjoy it. If you do, hit me up on Twitter, and let's chat about it. I would love to hear what you have to say. I'm absolutely enamored with it. I'm still playing Gems of War, obviously, but this has taken up my brain the last few days. So thank you again, as always. If there's any more mobile games that you want me to point out, please let me know. Anything at all that you want me to talk about, please share those with me at Chevee@thedailyshed.com. Don't forget, you can also call in at 304-602-7433. Don't forget, if you like my content, to leave a like, share it with some friends. We're trying to get to 15,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's gonna, I mean, I need your help. So please share my stuff. Hit the like button, comment, all that stuff helps my videos get traction. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from koalaexpress.com, but it's about kangaroos. How long is a kangaroo baby when it's born? That is random. The young kangaroo, or joey, is born alive at a very immature stage when it's only about 2 centimeters long. It's like an inch. Less than an inch. Weighs less than a gram. Immediately after birth, it crawls up the mother's body and enters the pouch. The baby attaches its mouth to one of the 4 teats, which then enlarges to hold the young animal in place. There's videos of this. I've seen this recently. Go watch it. It's actually worth watching.